The Biden Department of Justice has threatened to sue the state of Iowa if it enforces a new immigration law, and it does not appear Iowa will back down. One America's Daniel Baldwin is live in our D.C. studio to break this standoff down. Daniel, what's the latest?
Alicia, it's always great to chat with you. Well, it certainly looks as though Iowa will be standing strong. The law under question here that you referenced is Senate File 2340, and what that does, it allows state officials to arrest illegal immigrants who have been previously deported or banned from re-entering the United States. I want to bring in Iowa Attorney General Brenna Bird. Ma'am, thank you so much for joining. The Biden Department of Justice argued that the Iowa law in question, Senate File 2340, is, quote, preempted by federal law, and it gave you a deadline of Tuesday, May 7th to back down, or else you'll face legal action. So I want to ask you, where do you stand on it right now?
Well, Iowa is not backing down, and if the Biden administration decides to sue Iowa for doing the job that the federal government won't do and has failed to do, we will defend our laws in court.
Well, ma'am, just to reiterate, the bill gives the state the power to arrest illegal aliens who have previously been deported or who have been denied admission to the country. It doesn't really seem complicated. Why did you feel the need to pass this to begin with? Why did Iowa feel the need to do this?
Well, it really isn't complicated. It's fairly straightforward. And the problem here that we're having in Iowa, even though Iowa is not on the border, right now every state is a border state because of Biden's absolute failure to secure our border. And we see drug cartels operating freely on both sides of the border, human trafficking. We see people on the terror watch list that have entered the United States or been intercepted at the border. It's a very serious situation. And even a state like Iowa, where we are a long ways from the border, is feeling those effects because the border is not secure and our immigration laws are not being enforced. And it's the federal government's job to do that. And when they don't do that, then states have to step up to keep their states safe, just like Texas has been doing.
I was going to say, Attorney General, this is very reminiscent of Texas's Senate Bill 4. And what signal is the Biden administration sending to Texas, to Iowa, and to, quite frankly, all Americans when they threaten to sue states when states are trying to take matters into their own hand and secure their borders?
I think the signal's been heard loud and clear. They just don't care about border security, because if they cared about border security, which, let's face it, that's not a Republican issue or a Democrat issue, it's a basic safety issue. If they cared about border security, instead of threatening to sue us for doing the job the federal government has failed to do, if they spent just a little bit of that energy on securing the border, we'd all be better off. Instead, they're going after states like Iowa and Texas to do the right thing to stay safe instead of securing the border.
Now, ma'am, how do you foresee all of this playing out? Obviously, you said you're not going to back down. Tell us how you think it's all going to play out.
Well, they threatened to sue us, the Biden administration has. Iowa's not going to back down. So now the ball is in the Biden administration's court. I would call upon them, secure the border, enforce our immigration laws, keep our country safe. Everybody wants that, and it's a basic job of the federal government to do that job. They should be doing it. They need to do a much better job of securing the border and at least try.
Iowa Attorney General Brenna Bird, thank you so much for joining us on One American News. We appreciate you fighting the good fight and breaking it all down, as you always do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.